Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This segment is brought to you by Window World. Well, I'm back today at Window World Myrtle Beach, and I'm joined by Chris. Thanks for talking to me, Chris.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So tell me, what makes Window World different?
What makes us different is that we do everything custom. We meet with the homeowner, find out what your wants and what your needs are. Do you just have one window that's giving you problems? Do you have all the windows on your house where the sun's just beating in, ruining your furniture, running up your electric bill? So we can meet with you and give you different options. We want to make sure we're meeting your needs, meeting your HOA needs, which are very important here. Anybody living in an HOA knows. And also meeting the county's strict building requirements here at the coast. So we work with you, see maybe we can change the style of your window. Maybe you have to go back with what you have right now, whether you like it or not. We're going to give you a really energy efficient window for the best price.
And let's talk a little bit more about living on the coast here. We have some examples, but you got to kind of know which window you need to protect you and your family.
That's right. So if you're living in a condo, you're probably going to be required to have impact glass. If you're in multifamily housing, it's a laminated bit of glass inside there. So you really get 3 panes of glass, and you get aluminum structure inside the sash. So what that does is it prevents your property, but also the properties that are neighbors to you. So you're sharing a party wall with somebody else, so you're protecting your unit and also their unit. So sometimes that laminated glass is required.
All right, so how do you know what's best for the customer?
What we need to do is ask them what their wants are, what their needs are, the sizes of the opening, the requirements of where they are in the county or the city. All those things determine what product they're going to need.
And I love that you guys aren't about gimmicks. You really just kind of are straightforward with people.
We like to show up, meet with you, ask you which windows are giving you problems. Is it just one window? Is it the whole house? We want to meet your dogs, make sure they're comfortable with us as well. And
That's
we'll go
important.
through. Yeah. So we'll go through. We'll give you a quote just on one window if you want, to 30 windows on your house, whatever you need.
Well, now I'm joined by Tim, and you're going to kind of walk me through the basics of windows here at Window World.
Well, behind me we have the double hung window. In Horry County, you have to have a DP 45, meaning 135 miles of wind and above. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is to operate a double hung window. Unlock the window. You are going to have double locks. You always want to raise that window. And then you're going to have tilt latches that tilt that window down, very easy for you, and let that window go all the way down. And then the top sash will also come down for easy cleaning as well.
Oh, yeah.
And you will let that window go down all the way, clean the window, and put that window back whenever you're done cleaning it.
You have a lot of different windows here at Window World, including this slider window. Tell me all about this.
This is a high-performance slider, rated for a DP 50, meaning Cat 5 hurricane, and you'll hear the glass. And this is also what you'll see in a lot of condo communities here in Horry County, and what we do in a lot of porches. Also dual slide, so you'll have both sliding effect. Especially if you're on the upper floor, if you had to clean it, be very careful when you do that. You could take the panel out to clean it to get to the other panel, and that's the durability of the window.
And that is the worst part, truly. That makes it
Cleaning
so
it.
much easier.
Especially if you're on the 3rd or 4th floor, it's going to help you do that if you don't have double hungs or allowed to have double hung windows.
Beautiful. Does Window World make their windows?
We do have many window factories that make windows for our brand, depending on the size and where you are and where you live in Horry County.
So you guys can actually do custom work as well. It's not
Yes.
just one size fits all.
That's right. Everything is custom. We don't have anything that we could just come and use off the shop here. So we would be ordering after we come out and inspect your property.
All right, so at this beautiful showroom, if somebody wants to come by and see what you got, how can they do that?
They can come and make an appointment with Cindy over the phone, or just come right in. They can come down and see us at 4655 South 17 South Bypass in Myrtle Beach.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This segment is sponsored by Caraloha Bamboo.
Well, today I am hanging out with Clay at Caraloha. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Ready for the fall and all the big things coming up.
We got some stuff to talk about when it comes to staying warm and also staying a little cool too.
That's right,
If you're a hot sleeper, you might want to listen up.
Yeah.
What is Caraloha all about?
Caraloha is all about bamboo. The name Caraloha is actually a mashup of Caribbean and Aloha, because our first stores are in the Caribbean and Hawaii. Our product line is all bamboo. The bedding is where we started, and that's still our key product. Soft, cool, clean bamboo sheets. We also now sell mattresses. We sell memory foam pillows. We have a full line of blankets, comforters, duvets. We have towels to keep your bathroom soft and clean, everything very cozy. And then back here in the back store, we have a lot of clothing. Our focus is on footwear. We introduced baby this year, and underwear and socks. Everything for your comfort. It's all about comfort.
I would describe it as if you want to bring the spa home, you want that spa feel. I mean, you guys have the robes, you've got just come by and touch one of these towels and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, everything about bamboo. Bamboo as a fabric is thermal regulating. That means in the winter, it's gonna keep you warmer. In the summer, it keeps you cooler. So it's not a one-time thing. It also is antibacterial, antifungal, so it keeps out odors. And then our towels, say if you used a towel for one shower, say I'm gonna use it again for the next shower. I'm gonna use it again tomorrow. It's not gonna get a musty smell because there's antibacterial.
It's amazing.
It's an amazing product, it really is.
I love it.
Yeah.
But you guys also love to be involved in the community as well.
Yeah, last year we got involved with TV13 and the Talking Trash program because our product, being bamboo, is totally green, totally sustainable, totally recyclable. And we had the great time with the kids. Those ladies from the Solid Waste Authority are firecrackers and know how to get kids motivated, and we like to be a part of something like that.
All right, if somebody watching right now wants to come by, you've got this location here at Broadway and also at Barefoot Landing.
Barefoot Landing, close to Ron John's at Barefoot, and here we're close to the Paula Deans.
Well, we are talking all about Jeeps today, and I'm joined by Jody Lynn and Harold. How are you guys doing?
Great. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So, Harold, tell me all about what you do.
We are an off-road shop that specializes in anything from mild custom build to up to custom builds, lift kits, tires, suspension, gears. You dream it, we can do it. Changing colors, it doesn't really matter what you want, we can do it all. And we work with a lot of the local clubs to support them and help them. And
I was going to say, this is a very niche thing for you to do.
Correct.
How did you find yourself in this situation?
started racing about 35 years ago on dirt bike, and then moved over to quads, and then got into Land Rovers, and from Land Rovers got into Jeeps.
Awesome.
And rock bouncing.
So one thing that I have learned today is that Jeep owners love to customize their Jeeps.
Yes.
And there is a ton of different things that you can do to your Jeeps.
Correct.
What do you kind of see on a daily, weekly basis with people coming in?
Ours is all over the place. Looking just for tires, wheels, up to a full custom build. Gears, gears helps gas mileage, gives you the ability to get a bigger tire and drive a lot better. The suspension work, and/or doing repairs on vehicles that unfortunately are not operating the way they should be.
Yeah. Another big thing, light kits.
Yes.
That's also functional too, right? Because you got to
Correct.
be able to see at night.
Yes. The light kits you can get really customized with the headlights, where you can have different colors in them. It's also brightness. There's different levels of brightness and different locations you can put them in. So it really gives you the ability to be unique and make it your own. And then you can actually get your own colors, which you can see a lot of the Jeeps here have certain colors that they want to go towards. So we put in lights that'll actually give them more accent into that color. And everything runs off of Bluetooth, so it's pretty easy to use.
Neato. So if anybody watching right now wants to come by and talk to you about their car, how can they do that?
Southern Crawlers 4x4, we're on Facebook, website, and/or they can give us a call.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Belfour.
Well, thanks again for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I am in studio and I'm joined by Shannon. Shannon, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. It's always fun to get to talk about Belfour property restoration.
Yes. We've been working with Belfour, golly, before they became Belfour when it was FSA full steam ahead. So really, really happy to be here and excited to talk about all the things they do for the community in our area.
Well, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
What is your relationship with Belfour like?
Yeah, well, so I work for the Myrtle Beach Area Chamber of Commerce, so of course I'm out and about in the community all the time. I oversee our business development services for our community as a whole for the Chamber. So I'm doing a lot within the area when it's working with our law enforcement, so our fire department, our police station, several different events throughout the area. You know, I also oversee our ambassador program, which we have 32 individuals that are business owners and leaders here in our community. And Belfour is always ones, they are always willing to help and assist whenever we're in need of anything, whether it be sponsoring a breakfast, sponsoring a dinner, hosting an event, or just, you know, coming and talk about all the many services that they provide. As well as, I even got a phone call the other day from our police station. Shannon, it's on a Sunday too. So yes, on a Sunday I get those calls. Can you send us somebody? All of our files are actually getting destroyed right now. And at the police station, as we know, we don't need those the files to actually get destroyed. So Belfour was there, honestly, within a 45-minute time frame on a Sunday, you know, ready to help and assist where needed. They were able to clear out everything very quickly and had everything up and running within less than a week time frame, which that's amazing, especially when it comes to community service like that. So really, Belfour it's a small business, even though it's an international business, but they are still the company that everybody knows the different men and women that work there, but they're always willing to assist whenever needed.
What is the community response like?
Yeah, so Belfour, they are first to jump up and help and assist, whether, like I said, they're sponsoring something or if they're just coming out, they're popping popcorn at some of our different events or handing out koozies, pins. They have some really good pins too. But they're always willing to be out there in the community and really just be able to help, whether the business is small or the homeowner is small, something extremely big, they're always willing to lend a hand. A lot of their upper management is very big in the community. Most of them have actually been in the Myrtle Beach area for almost all their lives, if not all their life. So they are, you know, a strong knit when it comes to really helping the Grand Strand area, as well as, like, honestly, the whole, you know, state as the Belfour, but they are an international company, which you would have never known that just because of the fact that they are that mom and pop type place that are always willing to, they know your name, you know, you may have kids or a dog, so they're always willing.
Well, not to mention, they do a fantastic job too.
They do a fantastic job. Yeah, so, you know, I know that they work at a lot of, you know, even the hotels, the restaurants, attractions, but I personally know a lot of different individuals that have used them within their household, and they're great. You know, the guys that come in, they actually have manners, yes ma'am and no ma'am. So when the guys that are out in the field, when they're coming in, you know, whether it be your home or your business, they are definitely treating it like their own home, using those booties to cover up their shoes so they're not tracking in anything. And us as the homeowner, we don't have to worry about vacuuming up after them or anything like that, which is a big deal. But yeah, no, they have a great group of individuals. I want to say that the Belfour here maybe has less than 50 employees, but all of those employees, they're always just extremely nice. Like, that's huge. But I will say, when it comes to the community support, they're always willing, whether it's a sponsorship monetarily, or if they're just there just to lend a hand, which is huge because, you know, some people are just willing to write a check and move on to the next. One of the things that they do is they really encourage their staff to actually get involved, volunteer, come out to events.
This story is sponsored by Belfour.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.